Hey y'all, so I am now a new member over at Patreon. So by clicking my Patreon link below, you can go ahead and become a patron today and receive new and exclusive content. So you guys, I want to just tell you a little bit about this. I came across this. I thought this was kind of interesting. Oftentimes I give y'all stories about what's going on with artificial intelligence, some new headwaves that they're making with AI, and how it can potentially impact us. Because I think these are things that we need to be aware of and think about. But anyway, so I thought this story was pretty interesting. This is according to CNNBusiness.com. These smart shopping carts will let you skip the grocery store line. Tired of standing in line? Wait a bit longer and you may never have to again. Everyone from Amazon to Silicon Valley startups are trying to eliminate lines in retail stores. Amazon has opened 24 of its Amazon Go stores, which use cameras and artificial intelligence to see what you've taken off shelves and charge you as you walk out. Some startups, such as San Francisco-based Grabongo, are closely mimicking Amazon's approach of using AI-powered cameras mounted in ceilings to identify what you removed from a shelf and then charge you for those items. But others are trying an entirely different route to skipping the checkout: smart shopping carts. These companies have added cameras and sensors to the carts and are using AI to tell what you placed in them. A built-in scale weighs items in case you have to pay by the pound for an item. Customers pay by entering a credit card or by using Apple Pay or Google Pay. When a customer exits the store, a green light on the shopping cart indicates that their order is complete and they're charged. If something goes wrong, the light turns red and a store employee is summoned. The startups behind the smart carts, including Caper and VV, say it's much easier to add technology to the shopping cart than to an entire store. Amazon Go stores rely on hundreds of cameras in the ceiling. The shelves also include sensors to tell when an item is removed. So far, Amazon has focused on small format stores of about 2,000 square feet or less. So I'm going to drop this article, the link to this article below, if you guys would like to take a look at this. But apparently, I'm guessing this is like the shopping cart that they're using now with the artificial intelligence, or I'm assuming it's some type of prototype. And so they are already testing this in some stores. So on the surface, honestly, this sounds so freaking cool, particularly if they had something like this set up in a Walmart that only has about 2 or 3 lanes open anyway at any given time. You could just get your stuff and walk out. The problem with this is, because it sounds dope. Like, I can't lie. It sounds like it could be super efficient, super quick, get in and get out, and just a very seamless shopping experience. However, we have seen time and time again where these things become abused, where they're used to abuse privacy, individual privacy. We look at what's going on in China. I've talked about this several times, how China is basically under a heavy surveillance system. And so this would just in turn be another way. First of all, they're already linking with Apple and Google Pay. All right. So this is about to be some type of they're working with Apple or Google products, okay? Then they're doing away with cash. This particular shopping cart is not going to use cash, so it might be where these stores are like no cash, credit only, right? There have already been shows and series about different stores and cities that have been trying to just totally do away with cash. Not only that, as far as our privacy, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but now they have it where if you go into these grocery stores and use your credit card, now when you get on their website online, they are marketing to you what you're buying in the store. So this is a even more so way of just targeted marketing. You already think you get online and you be like, I was just thinking about that, and now I see an ad for it. If you think that happens now, just wait till they release this. And not to even mention the freaking levels of surveillance you have to have in a store like this. Hundreds and hundreds of cameras every single where. And in this article, they had a guy to say, oh, we're not going to get your face. We're only going to get your hand. Okay, for how long? And then y'all actually expect us to like really believe it? Like seriously, because the amount of cameras you have to make this work efficiently, it makes no sense. So y'all, this is one step closer to a social credit score, because it's literally, this is another step in keeping up with your every move, your every shopping habit, especially when you're eliminating cash. So on the surface, like as far as, you know, technology wise, I mean, it sounds super cool, you know, something that would definitely be, you know, good for the future ideally. But when I, you know, measure this up to what the government is trying to do, knowing how a lot of these tech companies are under the government's thumb, constantly working with the government, and just everything else that's going on, I'm just so weary of things like this. I know. Oh, and then I didn't even mention, oh my God, I did not even mention all of the freaking jobs this is going to do away with. Like, they're trying to get retail where you just need very, very minimal staff. We already see this happening in the fast food restaurants. We see it happening in the grocery stores and things like this. And that's going to get worse and worse. It's even happening. They're even getting rid of like doctors to a certain extent, because they're coming up with all these machines that could do so much that you don't need the physical manpower. So we're really, really, really going to see a big shift going into the new decade. So this is interesting. I don't know. I think we just need to be prepared for these type of things. I think we need to be forward thinking, and I really think we need to look at the effects and the adverse effects of these things. We definitely need to think about the negative impacts, because going into the whole era of like Facebook and MySpace, like we weren't really we were just thinking like, oh, this stuff is cool, and not really how it was going to affect our privacy and things like this. So I don't know, but I thought this was like kind of cool and interesting, and something that y'all should know about. So let me know your thoughts about this. Do y'all think this is like super great and a good push forward in technology, or do you think this is just another step in basically, you know, I mean, making us even more so consumers and really just having data on every single thing we do? But leave your thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.